bit on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Isabella. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And a lot of times these players, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And Ingram holds it in. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Etienne once more.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simple and merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
People are getting paid. People are chasing TV.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Herbert on 1st down now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Herbert rolling to his right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and he'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Herbert now. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Justin Herbert looking to pass, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Hopkins' kick is good, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Able to find Isabella.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Lawrence going to throw again.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give to Etienne running right.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Jags are able to move back in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Being chased out left. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5.
Complete to Evan Ingram.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On play action, Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
On the return, Carter. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Chargers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will put them on top in the third. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. TGOD baby, know that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here's a second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Throw left, and right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And some room to run now. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
This defense for the Jaguars, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Complete to Mike Williams. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Eckler fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Lawrence will throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Next is second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett from 3 yards out. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On second and 10, Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On third down, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try to keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
21-0 our score after 1.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Going deep here for Allen. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Draw play, ETN.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 38, Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
ETN up the middle.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. It's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Touchdown! Travis Etienne from 8 yards out.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Herbert on first down now. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. A big play there for LA. And even 40 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Eckler again, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
K'Lavon Chaisson
coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And That's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Justin Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Josh Allen accumulated 7.5 sacks last season to lead Jacksonville and their rebuilding defense. Not quite the Pro Bowl season he had as a rookie. They expect him to continue to blossom and is a future All-Pro.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert flush to his right. Got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this first half.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. That's Juwan Taylor, the right tackle. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people who can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 1-yard touchdown reception, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for E.T.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And picked up by the Chargers. Sheds off the tackle. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
But these are the situations that really test the defense's sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
So the fumble recovery hadn't set up the ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material.
Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
draw play. It's Eckler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how.
He's got a man, complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert off of play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter. Up really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still got to run it efficiently.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's going to be caught by Carter. Forward Charger touchdown.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Andy Isabella, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to go after that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He's airing it out for Williams. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From midfield now, Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
And they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about...
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown!
Travis Etienne.
42 yards.
And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 4th down, Herbert. That one caught by Carter.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 19-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Devin Lloyd
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, look to throw. Williams brings it in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day.